Hi, my name is Lauren, and the topic that I'm going to be talking about is what's better, dogs or cats? And the first thing that I'm going to do is actually show a visual. And I think this is useful because it shows the stereotypical way that people think of pet dogs and pet cats. And it just illustrates that dogs are better than cats. I say that statement confidently because places such as the Australian Academy of Science, the Netherlands Institute of Health Services, and the Okayama University Medical School can or gives all kinds of information to back that up. The reasons why you want to listen is either because you know someone who's getting a pet, or maybe you're thinking about getting a pet and you just want to listen to some of the information, the comparisons, or maybe you yourself own a cat right now and you're offended by the statement and you're interested to see what I have to say. Either way, it's an interesting topic. First, I'm going to be talking about the general negatives of having or owning a cat and the cat disease that they carry. And then I'll be talking about all the benefits of owning a dog and the comparisons to a cat. And it will all prove that dogs are better than cats. So, the first thing is the cat disease, which is called toxoplasmosis. Toxoplasmosis comes from a parasite called Toxoplasma gondii. This parasite can only reproduce inside of a cat. And a cat owner comes into contact with this through the cat's feces. And we all know that litter boxes are inside of the house, which therefore just puts the owner more at risk because there's that direct relationship there of it being in the house. Toxoplasmosis shows itself with flu-like symptoms and is linked to people showing aggressive, impulsive, and psychotic behavior. Um, the other negatives about having cats is that they go to the bathroom in the house, which is unsanitary and it smells and it's gross. The other part is that they vomit way more than any other domesticated animal. And yes, they do clean themselves, but I think that positive is ruled out if they're gonna vomit it up everywhere. Um, they tend to be more hostile and aggressive, which is more concerning for households that have children because they have claws. They're not easy to train and they're really picky eaters, so you end up spending potentially more money because they won't eat what you give them. Um, in comparison, dogs are way more interactive and they adapt way better to change, which includes new people and new places. They're way easier to train, and it actually training gives them, they like it because it gives them a purpose. They also, their instincts are protective, whereas a cat's are to hide. So if anything were to happen, your dog is going to protect you, not your cat. Um, in general, dogs are just way more useful because of those protective instincts. They're military dogs, service dogs, dogs to help children with seizures. There are dogs that can now sniff out certain types of cancer, and et cetera, et cetera. One thing that people don't think about is that there's also a lot more variability in the shape and size of dogs, which gives pet owners more of a choice to be able to fit their needs and their wants of a pet. The actual health benefits that dogs are able to bring, this one comes from the Eunice Kennedy Shriver National Institute of Child Health and Human Development. And it's that having a dog in the home is associated with the decreased likelihood of childhood anxiety and the decreased likelihood of childhood obesity. Dog ownership improves adult physical activity, body weight, and mental health, and these benefits are all supported by the U.S. Public Health Service. The Okayama University Medical School states that service dogs not only have functional and mental effects, but also social and economical effects, and that's in a positive way. A study reported that in a population with hypertension, dog owners had a lower risk of fatal cardiovascular events compared to non-owners. And there's also a quote from the Netherlands Institute of Health Services, and it states that dogs and cats have opposite effects on their owners, with dogs increasing the chance of being healthy and active, and cats actually decreasing this chance. So the main points are that dogs serve many different purposes, and cats really don't do anything, and they carry a gross disease with them. There's also one last thing, which is this poll that was taken recently, and I thought that the results were very interesting. And it says that by a margin of 73% to 23%, Americans say that dogs, rather than cats, are the better pet. And then people who don't even own pets at all still vote for dogs as the better pet by a margin of 72% to 24% for cats. And those who only own dogs answer that dogs are the best, obviously, at 93%. But those who only own cats answer cats are the best, but only by a margin of 61%. So there's all your proof that dogs are better than cats.